Let's talk FIFA. I'm Spyrin DK. I've played this game for 20 years. I'm a part of the EA Game Changers program, and I want to take a deep dive into career mode, looking through the menus, looking through all of the things that are implemented into career mode. Get some feedback from you guys. Let's jump into it. Right, so in today's video, we're just going to concentrate on the menus of career mode. We're not going to take that full deep dive just yet, but what I want you to do in the comment section down below is leave particular areas that you would like to see visited in videos like this. Put a thumbs up on anything that you would like to see if someone suggested it. I will take a look at that, and in some future videos, we'll take a look at maybe deep diving a bit further into career mode. But basically today, what I want to go through is the entirety of the career mode menu system. We'll have a look at what is good about it, what is shit about it, and maybe some ideas on how we can improve it, things that are broken and just don't work. The joy is that as I am a part of the EA Game Changers program. Now, that gives me a certain platform where I can provide feedback, I can provide issues, things that are broken, and hopefully that message does get passed on to dev teams, and in the future, maybe they'll get the opportunity to fix these things. But today, we're just going to go through the menus here in career mode, have a look at what we've got on offer, things that might be missing, things that we would like implemented, and then in future videos, we can take a real deep dive into certain sections, pull it apart and see what works in there, whether it's the youth academy, the transfers, all that kind of stuff. But we'll start here. We basically get central, and this is just the main hub that you land on. It gives you a little bit of information. Now, for me, this little window on the right-hand side that's constantly ticking over is a nice little feature. Probably adds to a little bit of the processing power and can slow things down as you go through a longer career mode. But, you know, it's a nice touch. You can get in and have a look at some of the messages that are brought in. And if it's to do with your club or the draw of the Europa League and the Champions League, which have been added this year, you know, it adds a little bit of immersion. Probably good that it's sitting here on the central hub. We've got the date here, which shows you your upcoming games. You can obviously further get into that with the season tab, but obviously so you can see there and simulate across, you know, pretty standard sort of stuff. The transfer hub and the squad hub here, I mean, I'm not too sure why they're sitting here. Whether they need to be on the main screen, I'm not too sure. Top scorers and the standings are you know, you want to keep up to date with them, so it's always good to have them on the main menu. And then, of course, the training system, which we can jump into in a future video. But I think that the addition of training was a good idea. It may not have been executed 100% properly, but the fact that it's in there is definitely something that I feel, you know, we needed it. There should just be a little bit more to it. Let's jump across to the squad tab. Now, obviously here you can see your lineup, stamina, players that are injured and that kind of stuff. You can get in there into your team sheets, be a little bit more direct and set everything up. They've added a lot of stuff here with the dynamic tactics and all that stuff. We can take a deep dive in that if you really want to. But everything is set up here. If you'd set up more team sheets, you could flick between them. An easy way to set up your teams before you actually get into the game and having to change your players. Now, also you've got here your international squad. If you have, you know, been lucky enough to get offered an international job, you've got there, so you can switch between club and country and do a little bit of work here. Team sheets is where you set up all your different formations. You know, it's definitely needed. And then you've got the edit player function, which we can deep dive into as well. Basically, if you unlock this from the EA catalog, you can get in there. You can change minimal aspects of your player in regards to how their kit looks, sweatbands, their boots, and that kind of stuff. So, you know, a nice little feature, but maybe we need a little bit more involved in that. Next, we have ourselves the transfers. You know, this is probably one area that I would like to see fixed up a little bit. You've obviously got your global transfer network where you can set up which players you're trying to search for in regards to position and that kind of stuff. We can dive into that as well. I'm probably going to say that a lot in this first video, but this is really just a lead up. I want to break career mode down, and I need your suggestions in the comments. Search players works pretty well. If you know what you're looking for, you can get out there, you can send out scouts, and then you can add them to your transfer hub. The transfer hub I've got a little bit of a gripe about, but obviously we can dive into that and have a really hard look in at how that transfer hub is working here on FIFA 19. You've got your global transfer network where you can hire your area scouts. you know, pretty standard. And then your transfer history, which is kind of cool. But it really only shows you season by season. It'd be cool if they, you know, kept that for the entirety of the career mode. But other than that, the layout there is pretty cool. We move into the office now. You've got your inbox, which, I don't know, you just get all your emails there. There's a few little issues there that I feel should be fixed. Your finances, where you can go in and deal with your budget and the likes. Would be nice if there was some more options within that one. Your board expectations, which we really need to look at more in depth. Youth Academy, well, for me, this needs to be on its own tab and be a lot more in-depth, but for now, it's just sitting here in the office. You've got your youth scouts that you can go and try and find youth players, and then obviously, if any of them are there, they're in your youth academy. The My Career in here is pretty cool. You can go in here and check your stats for your manager if you've changed clubs and get all of your career statistics, but it would be nice if, you know, that was a little bit more in-depth. And then, of course, you've got browse jobs and resign from the national team stuff. Browse jobs if you want to go and find a new club. Basically, you go in there and see what's on offer, and we really need to dive into that one as well, because that is a little bit dodgy. The final screen that we have available, of course, is season. So you've got a calendar where you can go in and see all of the upcoming games, do simulations via the calendar and all that stuff. Team stats, you can dive in and check out on every single team within the game and what they are actually doing. Player stats is for your team pretty much. The standings are back here again, so you've got them on this one, which I guess ties in with the season, but you've got them on the main tab, so maybe a wasted square there. Other leagues, so you can see how all the other tables are going, and then of course your settings, which they're not really part of the season. They're more of a something else, but they've just chucked it in there. But I mean, 5 tabs across here. Is it enough for career mode? I probably feel that there should be a couple of more sections. I mean, it's really hard to break this down without diving deep into something in particular. So that's where I need you guys to get down in the comment section and let me know what you want me to break down first. We'll get in there, we'll have a look, I'll work out exactly what's broken. You guys can give me feedback, and if there's something that I've definitely missed, we can use this opportunity to try and report some more stuff to the dev team and maybe get something looked at for future installments of the game or upcoming patches if they're, you know, little minor things that are annoying you. We could dive into gameplay as well if you really want to break that one down. That's probably another kettle of fish. But for me right now, career mode is a little bit stale. It's pretty much the same for the last 3 or 4 installments, and whether that's to do because the journey mode was brought in and a lot of the team was working on that, I'm not too sure. But hopefully with the journey leaving us for FIFA 20, it means that some more emphasis can be put back into these modes, pro clubs, career mode, and just the game modes that have brought this game to where it is. I know Foot makes the money, but there are more people that are passionate about things like career mode, especially myself. I dabble in Foot every now and then when I'm really bored and I've got nothing else to play and I don't have any career mode stuff to take care of. But generally, FIFA for me is career mode, out and out. Diving in, sometimes I'm just sitting here for 3 hours doing testing and reporting stuff. So if you do have anything about the menu system, let me know in the comment section. Feedback, thought, would love to hear everything that you guys have to say. And of course, if you want me to dive into any of these in particular little sections, break it down and we'll have a real long, hard look at particular areas, Youth Academy, the browse jobs, the finances, the board expectations, everything. I want to break it down, but I need to know what you guys want to talk about first. So get down in at that comment section. But that's it for this one. Just wanted to check out the career mode menus. I just feel there should be a couple more tabs, a little bit more option and a little bit more control in being the manager for the club. I mean, that manager rating up there at 80, just, I don't know whether it actually means anything. It would be nice to have a little bit of emphasis. But that's it. That's the career mode menus. Get commenting down below. Hit the like button. Support this series. And we'll put out some more videos really deep diving into the big issues of career mode. I've been Sparring DK. You've been fantastic. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. And you have a good one. This video is powered by Neurotech and their product Clarity. Now you can jump over to their website now, use the discount code DK10 for 10% off your next purchase. And I highly recommend this product. I use it every single day. It increases your energy, your focus, while reducing fatigue and stress. If you want to know how I get out all these videos and keep that work going, this is the product for you. So go and check it out. All the information that you need is on at that website. If you feel like making a purchase, chuck in at that discount code for 10% off. Now, if you are looking for more fresh content to check out, you can click one of these 2 videos. If you feel like subscribing, well, there's a button right there. Make sure you put on that notifications bell, and we'll see you next time.